standing by to call the action. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to.
It's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Roberts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll run on first down. Burnett. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Burnett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Roberts now operating from the gun. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Craig. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 8, read. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready, set. 56 is the mark. Target.
2nd and 13. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Roberts on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
60 yards.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And here now come the Falcons. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long.
Looking to throw on second down. Roberts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Burnett. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Mark 56. Drop deep, drop deep. No.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
30 base. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. And find a way to put some points on the board.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Roberts. To throw on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. Roberts looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Burnett, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Roberts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. Roberts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Roberts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 8 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Come on.
Come. Big grip.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop him. Every time there's a sack. Come on.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Here I come again.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready. 59. No gain on this defense. No gain. Put up.
Now Roberts. Off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Roberts now operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Roberts throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roth. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Burnett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Looking to throw. Roberts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Roberts throwing on 3rd and long. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
We got this.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with what was nearly the NFC title game last year. Philadelphia taking on New Orleans. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Bills trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. On 1st down, Roberts.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Roberts throwing again, and he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Roberts now operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Back to throw. Roberts. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll set up to throw. Caught. It's Huff. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ready? 18
2nd and 6. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mooney. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Lake, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop the throw, and that's complete to Huff. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Ready?
Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it, because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities, because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Burnett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. CD, fourth quarter, you're still above 3 minutes remaining, but right now running the football is a pretty good idea to work that clock, right?
It certainly is, because your team is strong right now, and you can feel the defense fading a little bit. Their goal, continue to run it this effectively, call victory formation as the clock winds down, and end the ball game and move on to the next opponent.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down now, Mooney, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. He'll look to throw. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after try forthcoming. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.